right, what's up? What's up, YouTube? I am back with a new video. We are here streaming around the world. I want to first give a shout out to each and every one of my subscribers, and also special shout out to each and every one of my haters. So on last night, I was doing a video with my sister VS. Shout out to Team Smiles Claims Court Cult. The name of the channel I was on last night with VS. We had a beautiful conversation. I was on there for about 4 hours last night. That's why I did not do my show. And so I'm here doing a show with you guys. And I got to be petty. So I said, let me go ahead and play the song. So I was on VS show last night, and we was having a good time. I mean, everything was good. Before I called into the show, I actually was listening to Tasha K. Tasha K called in. Those that do not know who Tasha K is this big blogger. Big blogger. Y'all know I'm playing a little petty, playing a little song. Okay, so I was being a little petty, playing a little song. So I want to give a special shout out to the one and only Tasha K. Now, Tasha K called in, and she was really trying to resolve the issues with Sean and VS. And so they were, Tasha K was trying to, resolve the issue, trying to offer olive branch to bring peace to YouTube. And I was listening to Tasha K, and I was like, you know what? I'm listening to her, really trying to resolve the issues between Tasha K and, between VS and Sean. So when she was talking, she said, I hear this stuff about Wiley, I hear this stuff about Seven. This is like, it's so much, it's a lot. And so I'm hearing her talk, and I'm like, this is a lot. It's a lot of stuff that is going on in these streets that people don't even know it. I've been attacked, lies been spread about me, a lot of lies been spread about me. I know when I showed my mom the accusations that I was accused of on YouTube, she was devastated. She was pissed off, and she was like, I want to go on live. I want to come on your show. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to bring you on the show because I don't want it to be like when you cussing people out and stuff like that. So we'll pick a day to bring you on the show. So, because I showed her all the video clips, submitted the video clips to like different church members that I'm still cool with. They was sick to their stomach. So I'm like, I was reaching out to some people. I was doing my own research, doing my own detective work. And I found some things about Phi Babe. And I was like, okay, should I leak this to the people? I found some things about her. And I was like, okay, should I interview this person? And I'm like, you know what? And then I thought about it. I said, should I bring these people on camera? Because she kept on going on these front streets on her channel, posting things, talking about I did something to my grandmother in which I have not done anything. So I was going to get dirty. I was going to get really dirty. I was going to get dirty, extremely dirty, and I was going to interview some family members of hers. Some things that is not going so good with her family. And I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it at all. I'm going to just go to Chicago, fly to Chicago, and go to court and file some paperwork against her. Because what she's doing is she's on her channel, she's lying, harassing, just doing a whole lot of things, dragging my innocent grandmother that have nothing to do with it in it. And I will continue to stand up for what is right. And I contact her church, let her church know what's going on. She's doing all this evil stuff online. So I was just gonna be really, I recorded some conversations of some of her church members. This, when you are a prophetess and you are on, YouTube, and you supposed to be this prophetess, and you're lying about people. You're showing your breasts, and you're doing all this negativity, and you're doing all these negative comments, and you're doing all this negative stuff. Um, I'm definitely going to file, paperwork against her, because what she's doing is she's continued this narrative in line. And when Tasha K called into the show, I'm like, they supposed to be on this quote unquote blackout, and this heifer is still lying. You still want to get on here lying to your audience about me, knowing that I did not do these things, and spewing all of these lies, trying to defame my name, trying to stop my bag. And Ahmad Wiggins, he's discussing this. So people were trying to help me out, and I was like, I'm definitely trying to get to Chicago. I have family in Chicago, so once I get a flight, the money to get an airplane ticket to get back home to Chicago, I'm definitely going to file paperwork. I'm going to restrain an order of protection so she can stop, and gag her so she can just stop saying my name on her channel, bringing my family name on my channel, bringing my grandmother on her channel, just to completely shut that down, because what she's doing is too much negativity, and she's supposed to be this prophetess. And I don't want people to come on this channel talking about, Wiley, you should stop, you shouldn't do this, because if you're not going into her channel and letting her know what she's doing is problematic, then don't come to me with it, because you're going to be blocked. You're going to be blocked. We're not going to allow you to just say anything and everything to me in my face. You got something to say to me, email me. But if you post a negative comment in there, I'm going to put you in timeout, and I'm going to block you. I'm just going to do that. I'm not going to deal with it. If you ain't fucking with me, if you ain't riding with Wiley, goodbye. Go somewhere else. And some people I have blocked like 15 people. I was on channel to channel. I said, you block, this person block, 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 block. If I see you jumping from channel to channel to channel to channel, dogging me out, you will be blocked. Any of my moderators go to channel dogging me out, blocked. I don't want to see your ass. You're blocked. And so that's what I'm doing. So I just been blocking people over and over and over and over and over again. So to Miss Babe, and that's not her name. That's not her name. That's not her name. That's her YouTube name. But she's a prophetess, and she's go by a whole nother name. She have this whole other life outside of YouTube. And she had people that be wild. And I'm like, y'all need to tell her to stop, because what she's doing negativity. A lot of people that I was talking to didn't even know this woman was doing these things. I said, yes, she's doing all of this. And so I was just showing it, investigating, and me and her from the same city. So I'm planning on going to Chicago. I want to go in March. In a couple of weeks, I want to go to Chicago. I definitely want to do that. The order of protection with my family is up next month, so that's good. That's good, and Danny, that is up next month. So we are definitely want peace. I want peace on YouTube. I want peace on the situation. I want peace in these YouTube streets. I want peace, but we can't have peace when you're on your YouTube channel dragging and lying. Shine, we can't have no peace if you are telling your minions to lie on my name. We can't have peace. It will be war. See, in order to have peace, you have to be a peacemaker. You can't say, hey, I want peace, but then you using your minions to continue the narrative. Now, between Sean and VS, all of that's between them two. That's between them two. Between them two people. Because VS says she has some things on Shine, and that's the situation. She said, I have some things, some emails. She was talking to Tasha K. This is what I have. And when she was saying that, I'm like, wow, I didn't even know all that. So if she has some things on that man, some evidence on that man, then she have a right to fight for what she believes in. That's what she have to do. But the issue that came from me, that they switched the situation and they kept on going with this narrative that I raped my grandmother. And during that interview that sister played, Sweet Blog, Sweet whatever her name is, that she played the clip, nothing about rape is in there. Let me see, where's my files at? Where's my files at? Oh my God, when did you drop that? Shout out to the military. And these people, these liars, these wicked people, I said, you know what? Let me go back into my files. And these folks, like, I have evidence that clearly clears my name and that I will post on my website about it all. Because this situation is just a serious situation that people need to understand, that you just can't get on your YouTube channel dogging people out, lying, defaming their name, doing all this type of stuff, okay? And I'm not going to stop talking about this situation until my name is clear, okay? And then I will file paperwork against Five-Babe because she needs paperwork. She sit there and she dog everybody out, and then she want to sit here and play the victim when somebody come after her. So I'm definitely going to get paperwork filed against her. Definitely. That is a fact. So when I get to Chicago, I'm going to 333 West Harrison Street to the courthouse. If I get her address, I'm definitely going to file paperwork against that sister. Definitely going to do that. I am not going to hold back. I'm definitely going to file paperwork against her because she needs to be gagged. Because what she's doing is she's getting on her platform and she's lying on my name. And she definitely need that. Where these papers at? I was trying to find the papers about the order that my family had, and I was gonna read it, but I'll just post it because it look like it ain't meant for me to read it to y'all because I could not find the paper, but it's in my binder somewhere. So she definitely need to mind her own business. She's trying to insert her situation into this whole thing. And I want to read some of y'all comments, and then with the issue that what is Five-Babe first and last name, while I have her address in the email in an hour, you know her name. Yes, I know her name. I'll definitely email me and I will give you her name. Email me and I will give her your name because I want to take her to court. Like, I don't want to hear nobody say, Wiley, don't take her to court. Don't do it. I want to take her to court because the issue is we got to go to court. You sitting here lying. You sit here want to push this there. I'm coming after you, Five-Babe, because you're from Chicago. And I can get to Chicago. I have family I can stay. I don't have to stay in a hotel. I have family that I can stay with and definitely take you to Chicago and sue you and gag you because you cannot get online spewing hate. And Ahmad Wiggins, you're next. If you keep going with this narrative, doing all this talking, I will sue you. You're next. I will just raise money to get to California, to get a ticket to sue you in Sacramento, California, once I found your address. So you know what? You doing all these things, you can get sued. This is malicious. This ain't no joke. This ain't no roast and no gag. This ain't no evidence. Y'all don't have no evidence, no proof. No church, nobody from that church that I came from said that I raped my grandma. Nobody from that church. You lie on the church. I'm like, why would you even bring the lie on the church? They never said anything like that. Ahmad Wiggins, you put the information out on your Instagram. You did that, sir. You did that. You posted on your Instagram. I'm going to always stay on your neck, you lying human little boy. Always going to stay on your neck. I'm not going to get off your neck. I don't care how many subscribers you have. I am not going to get off your neck because you lied. You lied, you lied, you lied. You lied. And if I was such a rapist, if I raped somebody, why in the hell did you work with me and we did shows? That doesn't make any sense. How can I be a rapist and I work with elderly peoples? You idiots. How can you be a rapist and you work with elderly peoples every day? That doesn't make any sense. Let's use some common sense here. And Five-Babe, she's very disgusting. She always insert herself into a situation because she want to get clicks and views. But you need to be worried about your daughter. Let me see what you need to be worried about your daughter. hold on, let me set that music on. You need to be worried about your daughter. And I will always, and this is the thing, everybody say, you know what, Wiley, you need to take her to court. I had other big bloggers reaching out. I said, this is malicious. This is defamation of character. You're defaming my name. And I said, you know what, I'm going to take her to court. So I need people to donate, contribute, and I don't care what it takes. If you're an attorney, whatever it takes, help me out. You can email me at wileyshow@gmail.com. WileyShow@gmail.com. Now, I did reach out to Tasha K because Tasha K said, she said, actually email her. So I emailed Tasha K, and I'm just waiting on a response back from Tasha K because I did email her. This stuff is sick. And I said, you know what? I'm coming out to all of these people that sat here and lied on me. Lied on me, yeah. Get that person out. Get that troll out. They blocked. They blocked. We ain't dealing with no trolls. If you ain't here, you want to troll, get out. You will not be allowed in this room. Get out. You will not be allowed in this chat. Goodbye. Such a bully. You sit there and you want to bully. I'm taking you to court. You got them videos up. The other sweet blog, whatever her name is. I'm taking her to court. Take it down. All of y'all lying. Going down, court too. Don't let Shine don't do Shine dirty work. And Shine, you too. I'm going to take you to court. Now, you in the state of Maryland. I get a plane ticket if I had to get the Greyhound to go to a courtroom to sue you. Take them videos down. You are lying to your audience. Take it down. You are lying. Now, you're saying that you are not an offender. You don't abuse your children. How would you feel if I get on my YouTube channel and dog you out about what you're doing to your children? How would you feel if I would get on here maliciously calling you out your name, saying that you're doing something to you? How would you feel if I was doing that? How would you feel? You wouldn't feel right, especially when you knowing that if you free, you ain't do it, you wouldn't like it. So, of course, I'm going to get up on my channel. Of course, we're going to talk about this. No, I'm not going to move on. And if you don't like it, you can leave. I only want people that want to support Wiley. Now, we got 211 people watching. I know during those 211 people watching, it's other people from other camps. It's other people from other camps that is watching. And I want to give a special shout out to Daytime Tea Time. I want to give a special because I reached out to Daytime Tea Time. Daytime Tea Time reached out back to me because I definitely needed some advice. I said, I need some advice because this stuff is getting out of hand. I don't mind the library situation because that actually happened. That was a serious thing that actually happened. I don't mind it. But when you're saying that I did something to my own grandmother, you is sick. And if you making jokes about people having sex with their children, that is sick. Especially if you don't have no evidence. You can't come with these strong allegations with no evidence and no proof. You just saying this and lying and you don't have no evidence, no proof? Are you crazy? That's sick. That is so sick. Sick. All of these people. That is sick. Yeah, so definitely give me her address. Definitely send me her information because I definitely want to file those paperwork. Definitely. They get them allegations. They got it from Ahmad Wiggins because he lied. They got it from Ahmad Wiggins. He lied. He's talking about the church came up. Didn't no church come up with no rumor, Ahmad Wiggins? Why you lying on that church? You lie, Ahmad Wiggins. You are a liar. You lied. You blatantly lied on my name. And you constantly lying. Why are you doing this? Ain't nobody have nothing to do with you, Ahmad Wiggins. Go and live your happy life. Go and live your happy life. Live your happy life. Have a good time with your subscribers. Leave me out of it. Don't lie on my name to your people. Why are you doing this? And I'm so glad that Tasha K reached out to you, because you was the one that actually got on your page and said something derogatory to Sean Bradley. You said that out your mouth. You did. You said that out your mouth. Then you gonna try to cover it up because you said that's something that you heard? Really? That's something that you heard? I'm moving in silence and I'm moving loud. I'm doing both. I'm moving in silence and I'm moving loud. I'm putting all of them on notice. Since they did this stuff publicly, we're going to hash this and then we're going to the courtroom. I ain't telling everything. I'm just telling you the obvious, that it will be going to court. But I'm not going to tell you everything. No. I ain't going to tell you her name. I'm not going to do that. No. I'm not going to tell you her church information. I'm not going to do that. No. I'm not going to tell you her pastor information. I'm not going to tell you that. No. I'm not going to tell you that. Not going to tell you that. Not going to tell you that. But you can't get on this page lying, talking about somebody raped their grandmother, knowing that did not happen. Somebody says, Shell said, I don't agree with getting courts involved in YouTube, but someone needs to file an order in the same jurisdiction Fibabe receives hers. The official needs to see the truth of what Fibabe is doing. And that's a fact. I don't agree with going to court either. But when you're on your page and you're constantly digging up and you're lying blankly, and you was the one that went to go and get a order of protection against VS, but then you wearing a hat and you're dogging out other folks, like, come on, like, really? Really? You sitting there doing all of that and you think that's cute? It's not. It's really not. It's really not. So I admire, and I want to say this again, I admire Tasha K for reaching out. I admire her courage for calling into VS show, for reaching out. I admire that. I really do. I admire that. I admire that. And the library's still standing. Y'all sit here, y'all talk about that library destroy, it's still standing. Y'all be so quick to believe news clips. Y'all, it's still standing, people. It is still there. All right? Get Stephen out of here. Get Stephen J out of here. I want him out of this room. Moderators, remove him. Get him out. How you drinking alcohol? How you drinking alcohol on camera and then, come on now, get him out. I ain't got time for that. My husband doesn't want me to donate to YouTube, but I'll donate for you to go to Illinois to file paperwork on Fibabe. She's doing too many disgusting things. Thank you. As I'm from Chicago. I live in Chicago, Illinois. I'm from Chicago. I live in Chicago, Illinois. I'm going back home. Me and my family is good. Did we have our issues in the past? Hell yes, we had our issues in the past. Both things were said on the thing. We ain't playing. You in this trying to criticize Wiley, your ass is gone. You're going to get the boot. Go talk that stuff to other people's channel. And I screen recorded videos. So screen record evidence, y'all. Go and screen record. Send it to my email. Thank y'all that have screen recorded. Screen record, screen record, screen record. And thank you. I want y'all to screen record. Give me every evidence. Thank you so much, Trey Beastmate. And you know what? Thank you so much. Moderators, can y'all post the PayPal link in there? Because I definitely want to go to Chicago next month. I want to go to Chicago next month because there's some things I got to resolve anything. I got to resolve some personal things too, and I definitely want to go file the paperwork. So definitely. I'm doing it right in Illinois because that's when I'm from. That's where my ID's from. I said Illinois. I want to go to Illinois. Yes. You could just donate right to the to the PayPal because I'm going to Chicago. We're going to do some content. Y'all going to be my mother. Y'all going to be my sister. Y'all going to be my niece. Y'all going to be my grandmother. Y'all going to be all my family. And while y'all doing that, I'm going to do the video going to the courtroom. We going to court. Yes. We're not playing. We're not playing. I don't want to file it in Dallas. I want to file it where she is at. I want to file it in Illinois. I want to file it right there. That's exactly what I want to file it at. Right in Illinois. That's what I want to file it at. And proof and evidence, they're sending people over here to harass me. They are doing that. I don't send people to their page to harass them. My email address is wileyshow@gmail.com. wileyshow@gmail.com. That's WILEYSHOW@gmail.com. WILEYSHOW@gmail.com. And I'm showing y'all that when people come after you with lies, just tell them, I'm taking you to court. Go to court, even at that. This will be the last time I'm addressing this. This will be the last time I'm addressing this. And I say I'm letting my people know. This will be the last time I'm addressing this. And if they come out with it, this will be the last time. Ain't nobody playing these games. Y'all sitting here and want to lie on people's name. Like, come on, are you serious? Are you sick? Are you sick? These people is trying to cause harm. And you supposed to be supposed to be a Christian. Really? What Christian does that? Yeah, it's $108 right into Midway Airport. All right, thank you, Trader. Yeah, you definitely on there. You could go to jail for harassment, stalking, intimidating, a felony of 5-year sentence. Come on, somebody. Yes, her church definitely. These people is on here dogging people out, lying. This is not no roast and this is not no gag. Definitely, Tasha K was on live. She went on Team Smalls Claims Court. She went on Team Smalls Claims Court, and I don't have the timestamp where she was on there, and I could have played what she said. But if anybody was watching that video and actually got that timestamp, definitely send it to me. I would have played a little clipping of that on the show. But definitely, she was on the show last night trying to resolve the issue. She was on there trying to resolve these issues. That's what she was trying to do. Let Tasha help you, Wiley. She has resources that can help you move faster. Thank you so much. So once you respond to my email, we definitely would get the ball rolling. Once you respond to my email, we definitely get the ball rolling. Because she was in actually, Tasha K was in Europe. And she called into VS Show. She called into VS Show. And she definitely called in. And then she saw the big picture. And she was saying that this is not a good look for Black YouTube creators. It's not a good look for Black YouTube creators. She called in a few times to offer assistance, and she's in Europe. Yeah, she called in a few times. So this, when she was saying this is not a good look for Black YouTube creators. I want to have a forum where we can sit down and talk. And she invited all the bloggers. She said, well, I forgot about you. We was going back and forth in the comments. I would love to go to a situation like that so we can sit down with the YouTube content creators. I would love to have that conversation. Now, some of the YouTube content creators, I don't even want to see there because I don't even want to see them because they got a bad spirit. A bad spirit. But yeah, we can have a serious conversation where we can sit down and have a serious talk. Yes. So I just thank y'all so much. This is a new Wiley. So all this other stuff, calling in, saying you such a self-supporter. If you say that, click off the air. Bye-bye. You will be gone. Yes, I do have a Cash App. If you want the Cash App is Marquise Wiley 28. That is the Cash App. Marquise Wiley 28. That is the Cash App. I'm not dealing with that because I let people just say what the fuck they want to say. I just let people just say what they want to say to me, and I take it. And I was like, you know what? Let me be humble. Let me let the people say what they want to say. Let me just let them read me. Let them say what they want to say. You know what? Just let them say what they want to say. You know. But then I thought about it. I'm like, these people just saying all this stuff, and I'm like, I gotta cut this shit out. You just can't say any and everything to me. I gotta cut it out. I really got to cut it out. And I'm going to open up the phone lines if anybody want to call in. And let me get the phone lines together and different things like that. And so we definitely got a lot of things to do. And, you know, I'm definitely doing this show because I don't want to wake up one day and people livelihood is at risk. I don't want that because of stuff off of YouTube. When you're tired, you're tired. Thank you, Yo-Yo. I love that. When you're tired, you're tired. It's time to fight. These people have said these for days, constantly, a domino effect for days. For days. Then when I clap back, Wiley, don't clap back. Ooh, Wiley, don't say nothing. Ooh, Wiley, be humble. Lord, I said it's only so much a human being can take. It's only so much. I'm not getting on here crying. I'm getting on here fighting. I'm getting on here fighting back. And letting my audience know, because I'm not on this platform rich. I'm not on this. I don't have children. I'm just working. I'm trying to get out of a hole. I'm trying my best to make it. I'm trying my best to use this YouTube to make money. And one thing that Tasha K said on her channel, she said that it's money to be made on YouTube. And she is exactly right. It's money to be made on YouTube. It's money to be made on YouTube. Then people were saying, you know what, Wiley, why don't you post new content? Post stuff about politics, post stuff about stuff. We do that and it don't hardly get no views. But then when we talk about the beefs, then we talking about the roast and the gags, it gets views. We got 200 some odd people in the chat. So it gets views. So we're going to always have a show that's entertaining. We're gonna always do that. We're gonna always talk about what beef is going on and roast and gag. But I would never just accuse somebody of doing something and dog them out of doing a lie and constantly doing this over and over. And I'm a Scorpio. I am a Scorpio. And definitely I am a Scorpio. And I want to give a special shout out to the people out there. I'm definitely going to Chicago. We're going to Chicago. We doing content. We going to court. It's going to happen. I'm going to show these people how it's done. I'm going to show these people how it's done. We're not going to be just doing this where you just say any and everything to me. Like, no, this is going on. I'm going to Chicago. I'm booking my ticket.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm not playing no games. Going right to Chicago, and we're definitely gonna do that. And I'm gonna have a good time with my family, seeing my family members. We're going to Chicago. We're gonna have a good time in Chicago. A good time. We going to Chicago. I'm gonna let my people know. I'm saying, listen, I gotta take a couple of days. I gotta get back to Chicago. It's an emergency, and it's something I gotta take care of when I get back to the Chi-Town.
Start your show now. Press 1 to hear important.
Since it appears you're calling back into a live show,
thank you.
We're reconnecting you now.
Oh, thank you, Bless Watkins. Thank you, Sharon. I think it's Bless Watkins, Sharon. Thank you so very much. I'm booking that ticket. I'm gonna let them know right now. I gotta get to Chicago. It's an emergency. It's something I gotta get back. It's some business I gotta take care of. And I'm not playing no games. I'm going back to Chicago. I have to do it. I have to do it. All right. The phone lines is open. Block caller, you live. Block caller, I want to see if this. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Hey, good morning.
How you doing, Wiley?
I'm doing good. Doing good.
All right. Listen. Can I talk to you for a minute?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I don't try to bash nobody, Wiley. Like, I'm not really into that. Like, I like to watch YouTube for entertainment and stuff like that, right? I want you to hear me. You hear me?
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Hello?
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Okay, so it's some people that got this women empowerment movement going on, right? I'm a woman, so I wanted to call and just talk about the whole situation with my unbiased opinion. Okay, you feel me?
Okay.
So it's women empowerment. So the only thing I ask when I call is like, hey, can you tell your people, before I speak, not to disrespect me? Because I've heard this woman telling her people, hey, this person's going to call in. Do not disrespect this person. So that's all I asked. And this person was like, oh, I don't control my people. I don't control my people. And I was like, well, I have heard you just ask your people, be respectful, let the person talk. That's all I'm asking you
But
for.
you know what? And this is why I want people to understand about the audience. And I'm just about being real. It's sometimes you don't have control about the audience. You can say cut it out. It's up to the moderators. It's up to the people to really catch it. But us as content creators like VS, myself, we can't really control really what people say all of the time because we're really focused on getting the content out. And I just want to say this, and I want to say,
totally agree with you.
I want to say this.
There's been a lot said about you. Hold on. Look, because it's a person addressing me, talking about why she complaining about VSU. I just said because I just tried to call as a woman, and I was just asking, hey, can you just let them know to respect me before I speak? And I was
It's no way. It's no way.
People.
But let me tell you something. People
Wiley,
want to do.
Let me ask you right now, Wiley. Can you ask? You can't guarantee, but if I say, can you ask your people to not disrespect me? Can you do that right now?
Listen, I'm not going to do that because at the same time, if you're saying something that's disrespectful, they're going to criticize you. That's the game.
I didn't say nothing. I hadn't said anything. So
okay, I have to let you go because I ain't got time for all that. Send down all that. Girl, you don't donate. You ain't subscribe. You ain't supporting the channel. You just want to call in talking about you don't want to get disrespectful and you're calling in block. Get out of here with all that. Goodbye. You're not a supporter of that. Goodbye. Talking about you don't want to be disrespected. If you don't want to be disrespected, if you feel like you're going to get disrespected, don't call into these public platforms. Don't. Goodbye. Have a seat. 4322 calling you on the air. Turn me down the background. Turn me down the background. You 4322, you're live on the air. 4322, you're live on the air. 4322. Okay, I gotta let you go because you ain't doing nothing. I don't know what you're doing. So the phone lines is open. If anybody want to call in, and this is the thing, y'all call into this show. I'm gonna put a disclaimer. Don't call into this show if VS hung up on you and she blocked you. If she did that, it's no reason for you to call into the Wiley Show and tell you, well, VS said, she got me off the line and all I said was, don't disrespect me. Come on now. That's her channel. If she want to sit there and get you off the line, that's how she operate her channel. That's how she operate her channel. And you know what? And this is the thing I want to say about, Tasha K. And this is the thing I want to say about my sister. I see what she's trying to do, but I just really don't believe it. Because I would have, if I were Tasha K, reach out to these bloggers privately. When Tasha K inserted herself, reach out publicly, I felt as though that was a chess move. That's just how I felt. Now, I might be hard-headed. I might be a Scorpio. I might be kissing VS booty, whatever you want to accuse me as. But when you reach out to VS publicly, you're putting that sister out on the spot. That's just like a big blogger, daytime, tea time, or Lovely T calling into the show and say, you know what, Wiley, I want to know how can we resolve this. And I would have told Lovely T, listen, sis, I love you, Lovely T, but I think we should handle this privately. Don't call into my show and try to get me together and get clicks and views. Reach out to me privately. Send me an email, send me a text, or call my phone. But calling me publicly, trying to resolve an issue that happened publicly, and then you're telling me, stand down. Let me resolve this. Stand down. How can you tell me to stand down? And the other side, Sean, Ahmad Wiggins, the other Sweet Block, all of them other people in Fight Bay is on a malicious attack. Tell them to stand down. Like, come on. When VS fight back, they want VS to stand down. When Wiley fight back, stand down. Why? I'm not going to stand down while you keep hitting me in my face and give me a bloody nose and a swollen lip. I'm going to fight back. And if Tasha K really trying to help, she need to reach out to these people privately. It's no different thing. And tell these folks to come out publicly and apologize. I don't want to see no public thing telling us to stand down and stop doing what we doing. Reach out to these people privately. Because these folks did it, and tell these folks to come out and apologize for what they did. That's what I want. 6355.
Yes, hey, Wiley, how you doing?
Doing good. How you doing?
That's all right. This is Leslie just wondering.
Hey,
Hey, how you doing, brother? You know I love your show.
I love you.
Now, I did catch, I guess, the replay of VS Live last night.
Uh-huh.
You know, I'm just back and forth.
Uh-huh.
But again, there were some points that I do agree with you, even though I'm a wino forever. But I do agree with some of the things you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
Was it the best move, Tasha K, saying publicly how to do this? I disagree with that because it gave the other people a chance, who we all know was watching,
Mm-hmm.
to kind of know which way that might have went. But I applaud VS for standing her ground.
Mm-hmm.
And saying, no, you know, I'm not getting ready to do this. They're coming at me, which they are, you know. And again, I'm neutral in this because I see fault in everybody. But then, and don't be mad at me, Wally, but then I also see people's points and all this. So I guess what I'm trying to say, everybody ain't dirty, but everybody ain't clean, if that makes sense. But that's neither here nor there. The person who I want to address with you, that I agree that you should get her tail, is Fabe. Because Fabe has inserted herself in stuff from day one. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know if people remember when Fabe first came out. Well, when I first heard about Fabe, her and Sean was lightweight beefing. I don't know if people remember that.
I remember that. They was.
They both, right. They both made a video. Now, here's my thing. You know, Sean always talks, and don't get me wrong, I do like Sean Bradley, but I got to call a spade a spade. He talks a good game, but he don't practice what he preaches all the time, if that makes sense. You know, he'll give out good advice, but then he don't take his own advice. And I didn't appreciate how he attacked you on his platform that day. You know, I said, here's a man that, because see, Ronnie, I watched you back in the day. You know, and some people don't know that. You're not used to these YouTube
Not
streets.
used to it. Not new to it, yes.
And you have some of the best people on there that you have interviewed. You know, so again, I'm not new to your show. You know, I just kind of backed away and then I got back into it, but I remember you from way back when. Mm-hmm. And, you know, and I'm just proud of you. And I'm glad you're taking a stand, you know. And, you know, I always have saw you as a child of God. You know, I really have. And you do give out positive information and positive feedback. And that's a good thing. You know, so I get it. I understand why you're taking a stand. I understand why VS is taking a stand, you know. And don't beat me up, but I also understand a little bit of where Sean's coming from. But the only reason why I'm really kind of boggled about Sean, because let's just be honest. You know, when did I thought 3 years ago with the lady Nika, the messy videos was over with him. See, this is what I'm saying. You got people spit out stuff, but they forget what they spit out. Mm-hmm. You know, because a while back, he said, I'm not doing no more messy videos after the lady Onika. You know, even James Caldwell said the same thing. But yet, once again, you know, people coming out the woodworks with this. You know what I'm saying? It started out with 2 people. Now, how many people involved in this? It seems like every YouTuber on YouTube. You know, but I just want you to, and I am getting ready to cash out you also, but I do want you to stand your ground on this. I love your content. You know, I love every show you do. You know, I love the content you do about bipolarness, bringing awareness to mental health. So it's in you. And, you know, sometimes you got to ask yourself, Wiley, I heard you say about the views. Well, I think all your lives get a lot of views. or whatever you talk about. I
Right.
personally do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I really do. I personally do. Because I think you are a great content creator. And I'm just starting out with this YouTube thing, and I would love for you to mentor me. To show me the ropes and the odds and the ins and the outs. But again, I love you, brother. You will get home. You can trust that. You will get back to Chicago.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And if you don't handle nobody else in this, you better get that Fabe.
Oh yeah, that's it.
You better
Definitely.
get her.
Yeah, it's definitely with her. She's going to start first.
You got to get her.
Yes.
You got to get her because, see, Fabe just came out inserting herself in the stuff.
Yes.
For no reason. Nobody did nothing to her. But she wanted to be seen and known so bad that she just jumped on train after train after train, doing videos about this person, doing videos about that person. I watched the video. She did talk about VS Child. She did do that. And two wrongs don't make them right. But if she's supposed to be a pastor or a prophetess, I mean, Lord, yeah, he ain't too happy with her.
Thank you, caller. We're going to move on to this last.
Happy with her.
Yeah, we're going to move on to these other two callers. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right. The
Bye-bye.
number is 646-716. Bye-bye. 716-8447. 6187, you're on the air. 6187.
Hello, Wiley?
Yes, I'm here. Good morning.
Okay, good morning, my brother. I just had 3 little comments for you. The first comment I want to make is everybody knows that the grandmother, situation is not true. Because if so, everybody knows that you would be in jail, under the jailhouse.
Under the jail.
And for 5A to make that assumption, I have a problem with it because she said we'll show the proof about Sean, and who's showing the proof about you? Who's showing that proof that this actually happened? And to keep putting that out there is sick. And the second thing I wanted to say was, on that side, as far as 5A saying that I wanted to, I went and got paperwork on VS because, I want to protect me and my daughter, right? But for you to continue to do these different videos, spitting out all this evilness, you don't want it to end. She don't want it to end. And the third thing is, I think, what someone said earlier about you doing your paperwork in Dallas, because if you're doing it in Chicago, then you continue to have to go back there to fight your charge. So maybe you should do it in Dallas since you live in Dallas.
No. I want to go back to Chicago because the reason why I want to do that because I want to do content and show people that we good with the family, and I think that would be a good move. And the reason why, because she's there. I don't mind going back there and do all that because I really want to move back to Chicago. Like, that's the point. And we're working on issues to show the people, and I definitely want to do it in Chicago. And the reason why is because I want to fight her in Chicago. That's where she at. I don't want to do it for no whole other state where she don't get. I want to do it right where she's at. I don't want to do it in no other state. I want to do it right there because I think that's the right move.
Okay, perfect. Well, I'll support you either way, and I will donate also and you need to try and get those videos down. Every video that's saying that evil thing about you, doing that to your grandmother, it needs to come down because that's pure evil. And
Yes,
we support you, brother, and I will donate to your cause.
Thank you so very much. Thank you.
You're so welcome. You're welcome. Bye-bye.
All right, so I'm gonna take a block caller. You live.
Hey, what's up, Wally? How you doing, man?
Hey, how you doing? Who's this?
Hey, listen, man. I just wanted to call you and let you know that I don't support your child molesting, granny raping motherfucking.
Oh no! You doing all that? Good day. Good day with all that. You calling in for all that? Good day. Good day. All right, so the number is 646-716-8447. And this is a blessing in disguise because this will help and this will just show people like, hey, man, listen, going to Chicago, showing content, doing interviews, showing different family members. Not only that, it's a lot of content that I can do in Chicago because Dallas, I'm really not really liking Dallas at all. I miss Chicago. Chicago is convenient. I miss Chicago. So when I'm going down there, I can look for jobs, apply for jobs and everything like that. Well, I hope somebody screen recorded her last videos. Yes. If you don't have money to go back and forth, you should file where you live. Let her spend her money to get to court. No, I want to go right there. I'm gonna go right there. If it's Y, I'll take the court on her taxes. I'll send your email, Wiley. Thank you, Tasha Cans in the chat. Definitely, this have been. Let me tell y'all something. This have been. I'm just saying y'all what y'all have to say in the comments. Oh, somebody said want to get me on the line. Let me see. Somebody want to get on the line. What's the number? Let me check the email, and I'm gonna get Tasha K on the line. Let me check the email. Hold on for 1 second, and then we'll do that. 1 second, y'all. Let me go check that and do that. Let me do that because I know Wiley Fowler in. Somebody said Fowler in Texas. Somebody said, thank you for everything you're doing. Unwashed Day, it's a big of you. Wiley Tasha K wants to come on the line. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm trying. I don't know if she sent me her number via email, but let me check. Make sure y'all share this live feed. We are streaming and like the video. All right, so, you sent your number. Okay, I'm checking my email now. Let me go and check my email. I'm checking it right now. Come on, computer, and load up. Oh my God, I gotta get some better equipment because this equipment is just bootleg. That equipment. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm definitely gonna do it. Let me I'm checking my email now. It's uploading now. I'm gonna check my email now. 1 second, I'm gonna get you on. Oh, here we go. There we go. Come on now. Okay, I'm gonna get you on the line, Tasha K. I got your number right here. I'm gonna get you on the line. Where's the pen? This computer's. I'm gonna get you on the line. Make sure y'all share this live feed, ladies and gentlemen. Before we can do this, share this live feed right where you at. Share it with your people. Send a text message to your friends. Tell them that we live. Share it with your people. Share it with your people. All right. Here go the number right here. Let me do that. Let me call her. 1 second. I'll bring some more callers. I'm gonna bring Tasha K on. 1 second. I'm gonna do that this way, that way, there we go, and it should work this way. All right, so we calling Tasha K right now. Let me see if it's working.
Hey, Wiley.
Yay, Tasha K, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm just doing good. Passionate, but good.
Okay. Am I live?
You're live. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So I don't know the extent of the allegations. I do know I'm talking about as far as the allegations against you. Mm-hmm. So I'm not going to sit here and pretend to know like the backstory or whatever, but I do know that there's like some sort of interview available that you did, I guess, some time ago with Armand, kind of explaining the situation or whatever. And I can't really, offer a lot on, as far as feedback on, how to proceed. But I just kind of wanted to come on here to offer you my platform if you are available to have your grandmother and anybody else that was kind of accused of this, and and I will let you guys tell your story on my platform to clear your name.
Okay.
Because as young as you are and as positive as you are, and I personally don't see it, in your spirit to do the things that you're being accused of, and I know how. Especially you not having a larger platform to really, really dead this. But I think your story is powerful. One of you, being Black, being gay, of course, you struggling with mental illness, and then, to kind of have accusations. Hi, Tantu. Hey, baby. Give me 1 second, okay? I'm on a live show. I love you. So, okay, sorry, Wiley.
Okay.
My niece just came home from school. And so, whatever I can do to help, if you send me all of the back information.
Yes, ma'am.
If you give me your people's information, your grandmother, your mother, of course, anybody else that was involved, I guess the people from that particular church or whatever, we can reconduct this entire interview
and we can dead these allegations on my platform if they're false. Because, I mean, it's one thing to roast and gag, like I said, you know, you guys going back and forth, talking shit about each other, but, you know, allegations like that, that's just like crossing the line. You know what I'm saying? And so I know that's something that's not going to be easy to erase, especially if you don't have the resources to kind of really dead allegations like that. And so I personally can help to, you know, interview whoever needs to be interviewed, whether it's your grandmother, your sister, your mother, or whatever, just to bring clarification on this so that no one will be left with a lasting impression concerning, I guess, your sexuality when it comes to family members and stuff like that.
Yes, most definitely, and we'll definitely do that. And I'll reach out to my mom, and I definitely would bring her on. And definitely, I don't know about my grandmother because she's older and she don't know anything about that, so I don't think they will allow her. But I think my mom will definitely come on.
Well, I mean, as far as your grandmother, if I can just get a small statement from her over the phone,
okay,
asking her if you ever touched her. And we can handle it that way.
Okay.
That's not a problem. She doesn't have to sit up and do a full interview. I'm very aware of, like, you know, age can play a factor and hinder it, you know.
Yeah.
So if I can just get a small statement from her on record stating that you never touched her.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like I said, we will confront these allegations head on, and I will be honored to confront these allegations head on, and I will be honored to clear your name, because I personally don't think you've done anything like this, but I do got to tell you, if it does come out to be true, and we've conducted and people have come forward and we find out otherwise, just know that, you know, it will be reversed. And we find out otherwise, just know that, you know, it will be reversed.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, I totally wouldn't be doing this if it, you know, I didn't believe that it wasn't true. You know what I'm saying? And I really, really rock with your platform. I rock with what you're doing. I rock with your positivity. You know, I rock with your, you know, just everything that you stand for. And so, and how transparent you are. And so anything that I can do to help clear your name regarding my platform, and we will conduct a very thorough interview with everyone involved to get the truth.
All right. Thank you. And I definitely would do that. I definitely will reach out to you, and I'll reach out to my family member. Definitely would do that.
Okay.
Definitely. Thank you, Tasha.
All right. So, and that's why I said it has to be handled differently with you when I was telling DS last night. So,
yes.
But if you're going to pursue any legal action, you cannot, it's not best to state that on camera. It's best to just file your paperwork behind the scenes and let them, you know, kind of bury themselves making videos and making allegations like this against you.
Yes, ma'am.
Because once you take yourself out of the equation and you just handle it legally, you make your case stronger.
Yes, ma'am. This will be the last time I address it. Yeah, publicly. Thank you.
No problem. Is there anything you want to ask me before I go? I'm sorry.
I mean,
I just kind of jumped in there and just started talking. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I did see. So I just want to confirm that you did reach out to Amal Wiggins regarding the Sean Bradley situation, the text message. So you did send him a text.
Oh, yes.
So that
we spoke. It was very in depth, and I was as respectful as I could have been. But I was very thorough. I did decide to drop it. I did contact YouTube, but my thing was, it's like, you know, it's kind of like, I'm not, even though I kind of, how can I put this? Okay, so I'm seeing allegations like that being made, and it's kind of like just bringing, you know, just kind of giving him a reality check. I don't care what it is that you say about me. You can say whatever you want to say about me. You can talk about my sexuality, husband's sexuality, kids, whatever. You know, I know the truth. We know the truth. But you just crossed the line when it came to the child molestation. As far as with Sean, because you're mad at me behind doing an interview on his platform. And that's just not the way to go. You know what I'm saying? So, and yes, I did reach out to him the very next day, and he was very emotional and basically told me, well, you know, if I would have never not shown loyalty to him, he wouldn't have said what he said. And it's like, that's besides the point. Like, you know, I've only known you for a short time, less than a month. And so you can say what you want to say about, you know, how I did you, but I didn't know you to do you any type of way. So if I choose to say, hey, we're not friends, if I choose to not want to help you, if I choose to not want to show you loyalty after only knowing you a month, like that's something that I have the right to do. You have no right to tell people how they are supposed to act or what they're supposed to give in a relationship that is building. And so, yes, I did reach out to him, and he basically said, I didn't say this, I said that. And I'm like, regardless, you need to slow down because we all know the history behind why you don't have a platform on Facebook. And so, if you want to, you want to be successful, drop your content. You want to roast and gag, but just
and loyal. And he don't. If he just wants you to be, if you don't do exactly what he wants you to do, he feels as though that you're not being loyal. That's what he did. That he's big on loyalty.
And that's not the case. And I know this kind of came, and I can be very transparent about this, but I have no problem. I know that kind of came. Amelia, can you turn the volume? Thank you. Let's see. Okay. Sorry, the TV was really loud. And I can be very transparent about this. I befriended another. I didn't befriend. Another YouTuber befriended me, and I became very close. Okay. This was, meetings of families, going out, taking trips together, things like that. So this was a friendship that was being built and had been established. Okay. Mm-hmm. So when that is done, he reached out to me behind the scenes saying that he had reached out to this particular YouTuber and he needed help with his platform, building his platform. He had gone to certain other YouTubers. They had turned him down. Would I help him? I said, of course I would help him. I thought that he was very talented and he has a lot to offer when it comes to his platform. And I'm glad that he's doing really well right now. I see him focusing and he's not as distracted as he was. And so, I'm happy about that. And so when, I worked with him for a very short amount of time. I did share with him some kind of pros and cons of other YouTubers, kind of what to watch, things like that. But it was nothing personal. You know what I'm saying? It was like, you don't know my husband. You don't know my child. I've never met you. I don't know where you live. The only reason I know your last name is because of this. And so, when just kind of push come to shove, and I saw some shit online being, especially after what I went through with the other YouTuber, I was just, to the point where I'm just like, listen, if you show your true colors, I'm cutting you, whether it's professional or business, because I just don't have time to be wasting my time on people who are just not genuinely taking the tools that I have, to apply them. And so, once I kind of cut ties, that's when all of this kind of came out the bag. And it shouldn't have been dragged on this long. I've never seen anybody act this way ever in my life over someone that you have never met before in your life. You've only had several conversations with this person.
Amal Wiggins accused you of taking the interview. Amal Wiggins accused you of taking Dr. Sabi's family interview. He said that you reached out to the family and told them don't interview with Amal Wiggins. Like, hold on, don't interview.
That is not true. And any YouTuber that wants to reach out behind the scenes to the Sabi Foundation, they will be willing to clear anything up. You know what I'm saying? Regarding that, they were actually in the comments. If you go back to that video, they were actually in the comments telling Armand that when he went off, saying, Tasha never told us this. We told you that Tasha K had the exclusive and you were going to follow up. He did not have the tools to conduct that type of interview. Not that he wasn't good enough, but the way that they wanted to do it was very different. They reached out to me. We gave them our terms. That was it. Armand did call me and say, hey, they called me and said that they wanted me to interview them too. I said, great, do it. This was the interview with me and the Sabi Foundation was already put in place way before they contacted Armand. I just told them that and I tell anybody that does an exclusive with me, if you're going to do an exclusive with me, you can't do an exclusive and then 2 days later give the exclusive to someone else. I'm very competitive in this business, and so if you're going to do the exclusive with me, I didn't know that the creators that they had involved. Apparently it was like 6 others, but because of my stipulations and they wanted my platform to drop it first, this is what we require. So I didn't even know Armand was going to be doing a follow-up until he called and told me. So, this is the nature of the business. Like, we can, 30 days of knowing you, all of September, not all of September, like half of September, half of November, business is business. I'm not restructuring my business practices over, for anybody, unless it's the guest involved. And so I had nothing personally against Armand. I've actually told Armand his strong point is in interviews. His strong point is in interviews. My strong point is in actual delivering commentary. My strong point is not in doing interviews. Actually, it takes years to develop interview skills, and some people are just born with that natural knack. He is very, very good at that. I would rather watch him do an interview as opposed to watching him doing regular commentary. He's very good at that. I cannot take that away from him, and I've never tried to take that away from him. But as far as the way that I run my business, and I've only known you for a short amount of time, I'm not restructuring my business practices for anyone or for any friendship. I have enough friends, okay? Those that I've met here recently, that's good, okay? But as far as me developing friendships to the point where I will actually give up stories or pass up stories over, no, I don't do that for anybody.
He said he accused you of saying to him privately that I would never go on the Wiley Show because it's dirty. But as soon as that you and I fell out, that you went on my show to get back at him. Can you respond to the allegation?
Say that again. He said what?
He accused. Okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
He accused. Ahmad Wiggins said on a different show. He said that Tasha K said privately that she would never go on the Wiley Show because the show is dirty. But as soon as you broke up and Ahmad Wiggins and you fell out, that you came on the Wiley Show. Can you respond to that?
Wiley, that is not true. And I wish you had asked me that like when it first came out. That is not true. There was a lot of things that he said behind this, in front of the camera, as well as to other people that are not true. And he twisted every single thing that I've ever shared with him professionally about other creators. Okay. And so as far as that allegation there, as far as your show being dirty, I only knew of your show because of Armand, because he tried to explain to me about, I guess, the history of the relationship between you two. I had never met you. I had never talked to you. I had never seen your show until he mentioned it.
Yeah.
And this honestly is a pattern of his. I'm being very transparent right now. This is honestly a pattern of his. He gave me information between him and T.S. Madison, between him and Jessica. Okay? I made it very clear with him, Jessica is my friend. I have been friends with Jessica before my YouTube took off, and therefore there's not going to be any discussions about Jessica. I will mentor you. I will give you the tools that you need, but you are not going to dictate who I talk to, who I have relationships with, based upon your history with them. I was very clear about that. So if you want my help, I will give you my help, but this is what we're not going to do.
And when he put that out there, and I was like, okay, I was going to ask you, because I remember the day that it happened, that y'all fell out, and I reached out to you early that morning. You just called into the show. That was the first time I reached out to you.
You were live. Everyone was. I reached out to you because you were live.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
I remember Armand talking about you. Hey, mama. I'm almost done. Sorry. I remember Armand talking about you. And so that morning when I woke up and I saw everything going viral because he had went off on me about the Dr. Sadie interview and me supposedly talking about Jessica and all this stuff and, just a bunch of mess, that's when I jumped on your line. I said, well, let me get on this line to clear this up.
Yeah, that's, and I'm just glad that you cleared it up. Also, he said that you share my platform to get back at him, that I supposed to be at 100,000 subscribers because you claimed that you made a my Wiggins. So he was putting all of that out a day ago. Like, a day ago.
First of all, the facts are the facts. Everyone knows where Armand's subscribers were before I started sharing him on YouTube, on my website, and shouting him out. Everyone knows where his numbers were, okay? Less than 300 subscribers, okay? I'm giving you exclusive. I'm sharing you. You're calling me, asking me, can you pay me to share your stories on my website? Have you seen him do the numbers that he did when he was with me versus not with me?
No. It's a decline.
Exactly.
It's
exactly.
It's a decline. And it's a decline because I
Exactly.
remember the day you called in and you shared him, he instantly jumped to like 600-700 views. And you said, oh my gosh, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to. I remember the first day you called into his show because he called me. And I was actually on the line and you put me
Exactly.
on mute. So I remember that you helped him out a lot. And for him to like dog you out and say that she did not make me, I made myself, I'm the greatest show on YouTube. She's still in my
and
intro.
it's not about me making him, but I exposed him. There's a difference. There's so much talent on YouTube. There's so much talent that's undiscovered. Okay, but if you have no one, like, see, for me, I've been trying to grind and build for the last 11, 12 years in this industry. I just broke in, okay, without anybody sharing my stuff. The advantage that he had is that he had a larger creator that didn't mind sharing other creators, because I don't see any competition between me and other creators. We're all very unique. We're all in our own lanes. I understand how business works. Okay? Contrary to McDonald's never speaking about Burger King because they're afraid. No, that's not true. Okay? I'm very unique. My platform is very unique. Who's going to like me is going to like me. Who's going to love me is going to love me. And so everyone knows the facts are the facts. Armand is a great content creator. I'm not taking that away from him. But as far as exposure, when I started sharing Armand, he had 300 subscribers. 300. So this was talent that needed to be pushed. So did I make him? No. But did I expose him and gave him a hell of a jump and gave him views that he was not getting without my help? Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm really just glad that you took time.
But if he,
Go ahead, sister.
I mean, yeah, there's nothing more powerful than, you know, you having a creator as strong as somebody as he is, and then you have a great marketing plan behind it. It was like a match made in heaven. So I can share all the creators that I want, okay? But if they don't have it, there's nothing that I or anybody can do. But let's be honest, he was not doing those numbers before he met me, and he's still not doing those numbers after.
Wow. Facts. See,
And the numbers don't lie. Look, this has nothing to do with like me personally disliking him, because I have nothing against him. I didn't even know him long enough to have anything against him. He didn't share the stuff he shared with me was based off of personal business relationships that he had with other creators. But that's them. That's them. That has nothing to do with me. If I see someone that has a talent, trust me, starting next year, you're going to be seeing a lot of people come under my entertainment company that I'm going to be pushing. So, you know, as far as, you know, people can get on, they can say what they want, they can say what they feel, but the numbers and the facts do not lie. Period. And I thought it was very strategic of me, because I'm very strategic now. I've heard a lot of people say that. After that interview, after he went blasting, and I remembered, I said, wait a minute, him and Wiley had a falling out. Okay, if I'm gonna tell anybody the story, at least let me give it to you.
Yes. Because we did have a falling out, and that was very smart of you to come on the platform, and that was great. The ratings were great. You helped me out a lot, and you helped me out by just coming on the show. And then Daytime Tea Time came on, and then he actually dogged out Daytime Tea Time as well, and saying, and you can answer this question.
He doesn't even know Candace. Candace is, out of everybody that I've known on YouTube, Candace is the sweetest, most gentle creator there is.
Yes, she is.
When I say this girl doesn't have a malicious bone in her body, she ain't got it. Some people have it, and they can hide it. She ain't got it. She ain't got it.
And that's why when he said that Candace is your attack dog, I asked her in an interview, and she said no. Like, Tasha K don't need no attack dog. Tasha K can speak for herself, because he accused Candace of being your attack dog.
When have you ever seen Candace making a video going off on anybody?
I haven't seen it. The only time I've seen her on camera when she was responding to one of the R. Kelly accusers' fathers, or one of the girls.
And did you see how she handled that?
Very
did you see
professional.
how she handled that?
It was sweet and professional with receipts. It wasn't malicious.
Right. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people can get on their platform and say what they want, but the facts are the facts. Okay? The numbers don't lie. People's actions don't lie. You've never seen Candace make a video or anything. Candace shared pictures. Me and Candace were already fucking with each other way before this whole thing went down. Like I said, and other creators know that. They know that. And so Candace is if she has a problem with you, Candace will come to you behind the scenes. She's not going to get on a video and blast you. That's just not her. You have to really, really do something, I'm talking about personal to her or her children, in order to get her on camera, which I probably can't even see her doing it because she handles her shit behind the scenes. Candace had nothing to do with this. All we saw is someone who aligned himself with me to gain publicity. It worked. I'm glad that he got the publicity that he wanted. It was only going to last for so long. But after a while, you got to start walking. Just like you crawling, you got to start walking. And so when I saw that the link up between him and I wasn't genuine on his part, like he just wanted it for the publicity, he wasn't really trying to learn or anything. It was just like, let me just align myself with someone who, I feel is in the lane that I want to be in, and then I'm going to trash her. I've seen people do this all the time. Let me align so I can get next to her and then trash her and bring her down. I've had that happen twice in the 2 years I've been on YouTube.
Wow, and you're explaining a lot this morning. Anything else you want to get off your chest?
No, I mean, unless you got some more questions. So I'm glad that you're asking those questions now. I wish that you would have asked them that morning because I would have gave them to you.
I know, but as right there, I was just asking you the question about the breakup, and then when Ahmad went on, when he went these past 2 days, he have been just dogging you out. He also dogged out your prodigy, 7 Stars, talking about that she's supposed to be at 20,000 subscribers.
The numbers don't lie with 7 Stars. Between 7 Stars, 3 channels that have been 2 of them have been flagged. She has a total of 20,000 subscribers. But she's had to start and she's had to stop and restart because her channels are frozen because of all the flags. Mm-hmm. But like I said, everyone knows that 7 Stars is talented. 7 Stars knows that she's talented. But right now, she's into something that is very deep. She's very deep in it. And it's hard to kind of just back away. And so once she back away and, not to say focuses on her real content, but just kind of finds a balance, she's going to be fine. And the subscribers are going to be there. I know talent when I see it, and this is talent.
She's extremely talented, and I collaborated with her. She had that it factor, and I told her everybody don't have that. 7 Stars have that it factor. She just has it.
Now, what I want for everyone, like I said, this is gone beyond roasting and gagging. I don't care if you don't like somebody. You get on your platform, trash them, fine. I don't care. Say what you got to say. Who am I to tell you what to say? I can't stop nobody from trashing me. Okay, that's your opinion. That's all good. You know what I'm saying? That shit doesn't make or break what I'm saying. But now this has gone beyond that. And this is coming from people who don't know each other, people who have never met each other. You know what I'm saying? And who am I as a larger Black creator to stand back and just watch Black YouTube destroy themselves?
Yes.
I get invited to YouTube events all the time. I attend, probably 1 out of the 10 that I get invited to. But a lot of Black creators, the one thing that I learn, I kind of learn, or when I see when I'm in attendance of these events, is the lack of Black creators because of the lack of productivity, the lack of discipline, the lack of focus. And I see so much talent. Like, I'm about to roll out a podcast, and I'm sitting here arguing with my people behind the scenes, like, let me publicize the audition. Let me audition talent that's not discovered, especially on YouTube, something that was very good to me and still very good to me and has exposed me to the things that I have access to. There's a lot of stuff behind the scenes, but let me do that. But because of the professionalism and how everything is going on, why even go there? That's their argument. But for me, I'm thinking when I linked up with Armand, when I linked up with T, these are people that are going to be moving into the next phase. Like, people don't realize it. When you look at Wendy, when you look at Steve Harvey, Ricky Smiley, all these people, okay, their time will come to an end. Who's the next phase? Who's the next generation? Listen, digitally, we've already outdone TV. TV is like TV who? They're watching online creators. And so that next wave needs to be preparing themselves for what's to come. And so if there's no alliances, like you have Ricky Smiley, you have Steve Harvey, you have Wendy Williams, all these people roast and gag each other, you see them. But at the end of the day, they don't let it go past that. And they are in it for a greater cause. We are the Black voices that people look up to. And to be honest with you, a lot of people may not see it and they may not agree with it right now because they're just looking at, things at face value right now. But we are the next wave. We are the next wave.
I can see that. You're exactly right. You're exactly right. And you said YouTube taught you.
Where are they going to pull? They're not pulling people. They're not auditioning people behind the scenes like they used to. You got to have a strong following. You got to have a strong base. You got to be influential in your lane before they even consider expanding your platform on any level. And so seeing someone who's talented like Armand, like DS, like Seven, like you know what I'm saying? Like, this is where everyone's focus needs to be. Even Mona Simone, this is where everyone's focus needs to be because Mona Simone is linked to T.S. Madison. T.S. Madison may roll out a show and say, you know what? I need a voice who has, a strong background in education. Who would she call up? If that person was prepared, it's like you're preparing, the table for dinner. You know what I'm saying? When opportunity meets preparation, it's a perfect combination. So if you have creators, Black creators such as yourself behind the scenes, preparing for what's to come, and based off of these relationships that you're building, out of all the 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 creators that are online, somebody's going to need somebody, and somebody's going to ask that somebody because they've been working and watching, why don't you come do this show with me? I'm looking for 4 other podcast hosts. I've got 1. I need 4 others. And out of everybody, I'm like, who in the hell can I choose right now? That I know is going to stay focused, that I know is going to be dedicated to building their brand. Yeah, you may fuck up. Yeah, you may go on a rant and go off on people and stuff. But at the end of the day, you get back to what you're supposed to do, which is making money.
That's it. I'm taking it all in. You dropping jewels this morning.
Right. And so what type of creator would I be? And I'm not the type of creator that you're going to see that's going to make anything, that's going to do anything without bringing others along with me, because that's not how I got there. This opportunity that I have is definitely a privilege. I do not take it for granted. And so that's why I'm the first to come on any platform and say, if I fucked up, I fucked up, because I am a person, I am a human first. And humans are subject to errors.
I feel you on that.
So if there's anything else you want to ask me, I know I'm talking a lot, but, I apologize if I'm talking too much and boring the viewers or whatever. But, I mean, when I look at this and I see all this talent, I'm like, this is just crazy. Can't people just, fight like they did in the past and be friends a week later? That's how we used to be as a people.
Yeah.
But it ain't like that no more.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like it's because of the jealousy on YouTube when they see a content creator coming up that they don't want the next one to come up? Do you feel like that's what it is?
I would say this. I would kind of get jealousy is personal. Okay. And so for people to just kind of throw out, they're jealous. Jealousy is personal, and jealous is a personal insecurity. Mm-hmm. And so if someone is personally insecure about where someone else is going, then that person doesn't deserve to be where the other people are in the first place. Mm-hmm. You don't deserve a seat at the table, because while you're sitting here examining yourself, being jealous and sitting back and not doing the work, the people that are doing the work should have the spot. Nothing is given to you in life. That's why I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, we can get political on this. No, I didn't vote for Trump, but am I a Republican? Yes, I am. I believe that folks should work for what they have. I believe that every man is for themselves. Now, the only people that I believe that should be on any type of assistance, government assistance, are people that are kids, kids that are, I guess, awarded of the state, disabled people, and senior citizens. Everyone else, if you got 2 legs and you can breathe, and I'm out here seeing people in the Special Olympics and Junior Olympics do shit that people with 2 arms and 2 legs can't do. No, we need more mental training, and people need to understand what it's just simple. It's getting out of bed, and going to work. Nobody gave me shit in life. Nothing. I've been on my own since I was 18 years old. My mama put me the fuck out of her house with trash bags. She put my clothes in trash bags, put me out of her house. Have I went back ever since? No. Because I told myself no one would ever be able to put me in that situation again.
And speaking of family,
and I'm talking about no education, nothing.
Speaking of family, people, Amawi is even accused. I heard him say publicly that your family don't mess with you, and that you took money that's supposed to be raised for a fund, and that what happened to that money. So, can you get into that? Like, are you cool with your family? Do they mess with you? Like, are you opening up to?
I'm cool with everybody in my family except for my mom.
Okay.
And I've been very transparent about that on my platform. My mom did not raise me. I was raised by my grandmother and my aunts. And so, I didn't really meet my mom until I was 6 years old. So our relationship didn't start off well. She didn't want to have me. She got pregnant when she was 15 with me. Was going to have an abortion. My grandmother convinced her not to. And so she gave me to my grandmother because she did not want me. And only came to get me when she found out that my uncle had molested me. And so she came to get me after she was already remarried and had 2 other children. So our relationship just started off bad. Now, everybody else in my family, we are close. My sisters, my dad, I have a stepfather, I have a biological father. My dad, my cousins, everybody is close. But my mom, unfortunately, yes, does suffer from a mental illness, a few mental illnesses. And our relationship has not been the best because I don't feel that she was a mother to me. For whatever circumstances that life dealt to her, that's where we are. And that's just the reality of it. So I've always been very transparent about that. And no kid should be blamed for not having a relationship with a parent that was never a parent. That's not your fault. That's not your fault. So, people can kind of say and give assumptions as to what they want to, what they think it is. But I've always had no problem telling people what it is. You watch the happy hours on my channel, even in some of my commentary. I've been very transparent about the relationship, the ongoing relationship between me and my mom. Hell, I just blasted her the other day and said, fuck you. You were never my mother. Diane was my mother. So we have that. I wouldn't even say love, hate. It's just we cool. Then, I call her Lynette. I only call her mother. And then next thing you know, she'll say some dumb shit and I go the hell off. I'm fucking go the hell off. I don't care. Woman, listen, huh?
And VS joined in. She wanted to ask you a question. Go ahead, VS.
Sure.
Good morning, Tasha.
Hey, Mommy.
Hey,
it's not morning over here. It's 7 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock over here in Paris. And I woke up at, what time did I wake up today? 4 o'clock in the afternoon because I was on the line with y'all all last night.
Yeah. Well, first off, I just want to say, I want to talk about the business stuff, not about the mess. Again, me and you'll talk offline about some stuff, but y'all had me scared for
okay.
I was like, I know they not to discuss me and ain't on those lines, but I
no.
extended me that respect, so I do appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
You were talking about building a platform or whatever. I've never seen it where you have bigger YouTubers going after smaller YouTubers, though. And I'm not talking about anybody in particular. I'm just talking about reality. When people see the smaller YouTubers who have potential, I find bigger YouTubers coming after them. I've had literally 10 YouTube pages that I've lost. Well, I've lost about 3. And then as soon as I make another page, I don't even have to tell people where I'm at. They will find me. They literally look for me. So other YouTubers, bigger YouTubers, they see that. So I tell people it's sometimes not even all about the subscribers. Once you get that 1,000, the views is really what's make you that money. I understand the subscriber count is what's gonna get you, you know, what people look at like, oh, all these people following this person. But what I found is you get to that 1,000, those views my views have been matching up with some of the larger YouTubers. And a lot of people seem to not like that. Oh, when she lost her page, they'll celebrate, and then I come back the next day, and all the people who supported me will be right there. And they don't like that, just like the GoFundMe. I've never did a GoFundMe for myself personally, but I've done GoFundMes to help other people. And every goal that was given, we've reached beyond that. So I don't know if people have seen that happen before. And I know you said jealousy is a personal insecurity, but I don't know what word you want to put on it. But I find people, they do have an issue with smaller YouTubers coming through and pulling weight. And I'm not talking about nobody in particular, seriously. But they see the potential. That's the reason why TSCC being a smaller YouTuber, everybody wants to put our name inside their title, and they instantly give views. Everybody knows it. It has not been a secret. You put VS or TSCC and you're a smaller YouTuber, you will instantly get views. Just recently, I seen a random person just out the blue just start going on a rampage attacking me, and they got like 1,000 subscribers in a month just by doing the craziest things that you ever seen. And they made their views just by putting my name in every freaking title. And I've never done anything to that person. So how do you handle a situation like that? Because a smaller YouTube, you feel like you fight everybody. You know, you don't know how to sit back because all you know is the fight to keep what you do got.
Well, it shouldn't, as far as people taking down other people's pages, like, you know, with the 7 stars incident, like, let me talk about that Elena Brown situation, and her page getting flagged. It was because we missed the copyright, the fair use disclaimer, okay? Nothing, and someone was able to send in a privacy notification, but because we missed that, I wasn't able to fight that. Now, normally, a lot of creators behind the scenes, just the daytime team, even Lovely T, I've helped people resolve, you know, just flags that they shouldn't have gotten. You know what I'm saying? And so there's a way, you should be able to, you know, if, like I look at Alex Jones, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all ever followed Alex Jones. That man used to get on his platform and say whatever in the hell he wanted to say. Did his page get flagged? No. But it did come a time when the U.S. government just said, you know what, let's just shut him down as a collective whole because we do see that he's influential, okay? And so that happens to everybody on every single level, okay? When you have a voice that is very powerful and influential, and that's how you know that you got it, okay? And people are coming after you, that's how you know that you've gotten somewhere. And so what it takes in order to fight that is not the back and forth online, because then they've got you. You've distracted them. Now it's turned into harassment and bullying, and they're flagging for that. Whereas if more creators like you, like Stedman, like Wiley, like me, you know, came together and you're faced with some sort of copyright on your channel or community strike on your channel, we can all come together, like, and I've helped so many people get those lifted. Now, if it's sexuality, it's nudity, if it's graphic violence or things like that, there's nothing you can do about that. But as far as like, you know, just kind of flags that you shouldn't have gotten, that's kind of easy. And that's why I personally believe creators should be sticking together. So if something does happen, you guys know how to take the proper channels to, you know, to go about getting those listed. I remember Jessica Kahino had 2 strikes against his channel. He couldn't upload anything. You know, I worked with him for 24 hours. All of that shit got listed. You know, same thing with Lovely T. And so, like, people are just, it's like you're gonna have people that come after you, okay? You're gonna, I get so many celebrities that send in copyright, that send in, I'm still a smaller YouTuber. I'm not that big, Via. So I'm telling you, as someone who's not at 1 million, I haven't even hit 500 yet. I still get hit like that. There are people who have built entire channels off of just dragging me.
Right.
I mean, there are people that have been monetized, okay, off of just dragging me. The only thing that I try to protect is my channel. Mm-hmm. They're going to say what they want to say. People that are influential, look at Dr. Umar Johnson. Look at just anybody, Brother Polite, anybody with any sort of influential voice, okay, who's been the subject of just any type of controversy, whether it's scamming, whether it's molestations, you're going to get hit, okay? They want people. It's just the nature of the land. They're going to want you to shut the hell up. And they will do what they have to do. But if you just stay in your lane, protect your channel, don't be engaging with the back and forth, they have nothing on you. So while they're sitting there making all these videos against you, it's only going to be a matter of time before their channel gets taken down. It only can last for so long. And so the only thing you can protect or any other creator can protect is yourself. People are going to say what they want to say. They drag me every single day. Has it stopped my numbers? It hasn't stopped my check. They say my channel shut down. I can't do this. I can't do that. I'm getting deposits from YouTube and sponsors and subscribers, anywhere from every day to once a month. Because I'm focused on me.
So what's the advice on moving forward? Like as far as, okay, you rebuild and you're trying to move forward. What's the advice for that? Just for anybody who's trying to move forward into a different direction. Even with you're trying to
stay focused and ignore it. If they know that you're easily you're an easy target, and this is how this person builds. So here's the thing: if you know that this person builds views off of arguments, why give them what they want? They've won. They've instantly, you've been caught into the trap and you're like, wait a minute. And this person's sitting back winning.
Right.
While you're out here trying to fight and protect your platform, and they did initially what they came in to do, which was distract you, get a beef with you, get your shit shut down. They look like the hero and they keep moving.
Right. What I found is organically, I have connected with some YouTubers without even, we just organically connect. Like me and Wiley, we have been kind of feeding off of each other and out the blue. And sometimes me and him don't even talk. It's just an unsaid thing. We know how to try to cover each other. We'll help each other out. We know how to, we extend courtesies. If he's live, I might not go live. If I'm live, he'll go live. After my live, I might send people over to him. The same way with 7 Stars. I've kind of connected with 7 Stars. Dollars even really have to talk about it. It's just, you just kind of find out who you like and who you're willing to help, And so the smaller YouTubers, I see we've been building off of each other, and we've been doing a good job. We just have to make sure we don't let
y'all been doing a damn good job. Shit, what are you talking about?
And
I see how y'all
had a mentor on here, but we've been building off of each other.
And like I said, anytime if someone calls me when she has questions, every creator that I had, I don't even have to have a relationship with you to answer questions about your livelihood, which is your channel. You're spending a lot of time and energy into this. You know what I'm saying? That's why I jumped on your live last night. This should not be taking a toll on you. What you love to do shouldn't be stressful.
Right.
It should not be stressful at all. And how do you manage that stress? Every single person is a subject of controversy. Look at Wendy Williams. I mean, everyone. AJ from 106 in Park is now, under the gun. You know what I'm saying? So every single person, you got to just take yourself out of it for a second and just look.
Right.
Am I the first person to have gone through this? So what should I do? I should start aligning myself with people or studying people who have overcome going through controversy. And the best way to overcome it is, yes, a lie on challenge will eventually become the truth. So if it's something to do with sexual molestation, kids, things like that, abuse against kids, then yeah, you get that fucking shit. You're done, okay? Done. But as far as somebody talking about how you look and, your channel ain't shit and you are this type of person, you're a coach, let them say what the hell they want to say.
Right. Okay. Well, I've tried it from all different angles, and sometimes it can be fickle. But I do know that Wiley has the potential. I have the potential. I see 70.
It's not even potential. It's talent. You guys have talent. Whenever you have the ability to keep someone's attention for 10 hours, VS.
10 hours.
That is not potential.
Well, that's.
I'm sitting back. I'm calling my people. I'm calling my people, my agent and my management. I'm like, you see this shit? A 10-hour live. You probably had at the most 20 people drop off, then they came right back on. when you have the potential to do something like that, Nyla says is doing that shit. Nyla runs 8 6-hour, 3-hour lives, and people don't go nowhere. She's feeding them what they want. And that's your job. Like, you are a disseminator of information, and the moment that you're not disseminating information, that's the moment you've lost. That's the moment that you no longer have potential or talent.
Right. Well, I will say the one thing that I've done to be able to keep the live going is just be myself. And what you saw last night was just having fun. After we got the BS out the way, it was just us talking like two homegirls just sitting back having a good time. And that's literally what happened last night. We digressed from the mess and we just enjoyed ourselves. And I really needed that. That's kind of like how we used to be back in the day. We would sit back and play music and have fun. So even though it started off one way and, you know, people had to get stuff off their chest, I'm just so glad how it ended as far as us having a good time. And I do, even though you and I are going to talk behind the scenes for sure, you know, deeper, but I do appreciate you reaching out to us smaller YouTubers, because to us, you're a bigger YouTuber, you know. So you're reaching out to us and, you know, trying to just get us on the right path. So we do appreciate that. Now, of course, we're going to talk because, you know, I'd rather talk about it behind the scenes. But just for you to even reach out to us, that says a lot, and that means a lot, because I'm a huge fan of yours. So people say I'm fanning out. I don't say that too many times because, you know, I be having my nose stuck up in there like I'm all day in the bag of chips. But I like you. I like as such. I like anybody who I see strength in. And people call it messy or people start drama. Them the kind of people that I look at because I see power. I see strength. It's a lot of big YouTubers I see that they're not scared to push a story. They're not scared to say what others won't say, and they still grow. That's the reason why, you know, like right now, off the top of my head, just you and Ed Such, and I've always admired both of you guys because you guys didn't hold back. Kaya, I admire Kaya because no matter what people try to do to her, she still grows, and you can break her down, she'll come back the next day, and people still like her. You can say what you want to say, but she has talent. It's something about her. She has the it factor. And so I just appreciate you even choosing me, especially Wiley, because I love Wiley to death, and I'm going to always have his back because he's always had my back. So I do want to say I appreciate you. And I know what you was trying to do last night, and I feel like eventually it may work out. You know, done the right way, it will work out. But I appreciate you. That's what I want to say. And people took what you said and tried to make it negative, but I refuse to let them take it and make it negative. I know you was trying to do the right thing. It's just a certain way we got to talk, you know, and do it. But I know you was doing the right thing.
Right. Like, I mean, I'm like, this right here, I mean, this is, I would love, like, I'm sitting here thinking behind the scenes, like, how could I bring us together? Like, when you put that idea in my head last night, there you go, Mama. Sorry. When you put that idea in my head last night about, you know, bringing the Black creators together, I was like, shit, done. You know what I'm saying? Because the dynamic and the relationships will change once you guys are in the same room together and you see that you're both human. You know, when you're in a room with someone versus online, you see and you feel very different about that person because you could pick up the energy. You know what I'm saying? And so who knows what may happen if you get into a room with Sean Bradley? You know what I'm saying? Who knows? But it's just, can we come together as adults, have these hard conversations, and go back to doing what it is that we love to do? This shit should not be stressful. You should not be afraid to send your kids to school. You should not be afraid to walk out your door. I'm not. Now, when I attend big events, yeah, I take security with me. But when I'm out and about, I'm by my damn self. So many people walk up on me, hey, how you doing? I never get any pushback or any negativity when I'm out in public. I buy, you know, if I'm in a restaurant and I see some people walk up, I'm buying their table, put their bill on my bill. I'm sending bottles of wine. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all love. It's all good because at the end of the day, like I said, when you can keep people on a live stream for 10 hours and you want to call that potential, that's you're doing. The only people I've seen do that is the church marathons who are asking for money. I swear to God, like, I couldn't do that. Like, that's something, I don't have that talent. I don't have that gift. People can only take so much of me, okay? Mm-hmm. Maybe an hour and a half at the most because I'm loud, I'm belligerent, I'm, you know, too real. It's too much. You know what I'm saying? I know the flow of my energy. You know, but somebody like you who's calm nature, you know, you're not monotone. You're just very real. It's just like going to see your neighbor next door and y'all just having, you know, wine and shit like that, kicking it back. They can stay at your house for 10 hours and play cards.
The first bigger YouTuber who reached out to me is Jessica Kahinor. This is when I first
sweet woman,
and she left me this long message. Now, I know she probably had to back off because a lot of stuff started to happen. However, that meant so much to me. And the message was kind of like, I see what you're doing. You got talent. You keep pushing and you're going to go far. And I never forgot that. I never forgot that. Just out the blue, she just left me this message. It was amazing. So I don't know if she's listening or if she ever hears this, but I appreciate it.
And I'll send it to Jessica, you know, to let them know. But let me tell you something. You know who else helped Jessica and got shitted on? I mean, you know who else Jessica helped and got shit on?
Who?
Armand.
Yeah. I was there.
Wow.
I'm talking about, it's so bad. You know, I hope Jessica does tell her story one day. But like I said, the industry is small. Word travels fast. And so she's been burnt so many times. And imagine, like, you being a black gay man before. Now you're a black trans. And, you know, you got people fucking you over. Like, think about it. I don't think she's probably ever reached out to anybody else because of how many times she's been, like, just stabbed in the back. And this is a person that keeps to herself.
Well,
you know? And so...
I never forgot that. See, small gestures...
She reached out to me, too.
It means a lot. It means a lot.
Yeah, she reached out to me, too. I didn't reach out to Jessica. Jessica reached out to me. You know, and we have been friends ever since. Just because people don't see us on public platforms displaying our friendship, that's not really friendship. Like I was telling Candace the other day, Candace was like, I noticed you don't watch my content. I'm like, why? I know that you're doing a good job. You know what I'm saying? I know that you're phenomenal at what you do. My friends do not watch my content. My friends do not follow Tasha K. My friends follow Tasha, Trans Rena, Keezy. And they don't mind putting my ass in my place. They don't mind cussing my ass out. You know what I'm saying? They don't see all that shit. And like I told Candace, I've been stopped looking at your content. Like, I don't care about that. I'm worried about you, your kids, how you doing. Let's go out to Papa Do's and eat these crab legs.
Building something outside of YouTube.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how
I said building something outside of YouTube, building a friendship.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because we're all people, we're all human. And I think the more y'all come together, the more we come together, it'll be less fights because you'll realize, like, wait a minute, this person is not like this. Maybe they're just going through a hard time. You know how it is as adults. We can fall out and get back friends a week later. I've had best friends for the last 15, 20 years. Some I've never fallen out with. Never, okay? Some I've fallen out with, I call the bitch up next week like, you ready to go? I ain't trying to hear all that. Even if they still got an attitude, I ain't trying to hear all that. I'll buy you a drink, bitch. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how people should be fucking with each other, especially when it comes to something as powerful as this. And like I said, how many black creators do you see moving off YouTube? You see them moving faster off of Instagram than they are off YouTube because they have less time and less energy to put into Instagram. It's harder to move from YouTube out in the mainstream because we have so much more time to fuck up. So, I appreciate y'all even listening to me. Like, just listening to me as Tasha, not as like Tasha K or Unwind with Tasha, just Tasha. Like, at the end of the day, we're all black. You know, we all struggle with the same thing. We all want, you know, similar, pretty much the same thing. And maybe just be on different levels. We all have kids and shit like that. And we all care about how people view us.
Yes.
Whether people, you know what I'm saying? We all care about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm not, I know the type of person I am. I know that I go out here and work every day, and I ain't on no system, you know, having no system support me unless I truly need it. Disabled, you know, something like that. You know, I'm out here putting my best foot forward, and to see somebody trying to tear me down, that's bullshit. And we already got enough people that's against us trying to tear us down as a whole, as a people. So I appreciate y'all. Go ahead.
It's so competitive where when it's almost like, it's almost like when you get around certain people, or you get to a certain point, you have to fall in line how other people are. My thing is, I still always want to be me. Even if I have to change up some things to be a better person, I still want you to see the same person who you saw at the beginning. And that's my thing. I don't want nobody to ever try to change me, but you can change me for a better person, but you can still see, I can see if Tasha K still being Tasha K, but I can see if Tasha K come online and being fake. You know what I mean? I still want to see the Tasha K that we know. It could be a better Tasha K. It could be a Tasha K that's probably not fighting or arguing, you know, whatever. But we still see you, the person who everybody fell in love with, you know, for the content and stuff like that. I still want to always be myself. And see, a lot of people, you know, they felt like even when I came down here and I shed some tears before, they felt like the next day I was going to come over here and be like a preacher or something. No, I'm still going to be myself. And I want people to love me for me. And that's what I like about the group that follows me. I know you had kind of mentioned, will these people be there for you financially? They have shown that they will move and do certain things that needed to be done in my favor. That's one thing I love about these people. They call and check on me, ask me how I'm doing. For Valentine's Day, they all want to make sure I was good, you know. They ask me how my children are doing. So that's what I said. I know the people who are around me, they're a good group of people. A lot of people are new and they don't know me. They just want to be down, you know, because they see what we're trying to do. But for the most part, I have some people around me that have been keeping me uplifted. Even when it gets real low, they still willing to have my back. Instead of running, you know, just like if you had an issue and then you got your core supporters, they're like, oh, she's in the funk now. Then they start turning their back on you by yourself. No, you know those people is going to be with you through thick and thin. And then chin check you when you need to be chin checked, you know. So that's the reason I feel so strongly about some of the people who I do have around me. And even the new people, I appreciate their support. Yesterday, Tasha was so powerful. The kind of people that I got on the phone as a small YouTuber to get these women to come together, people who've been scared to come on YouTube for 3-4 years or whatever, 2-3 years, and to come on here and be willing to speak out, even through their anger, even through their sadness, that meant a lot to me. So I felt like we actually made something happen. Like I appreciate you even coming on again, you know, trying to make some things work out. And hopefully behind the scenes, it will work out.
And I mean, like I said, I appreciate y'all listening to me, and y'all are going to be the first to hear me say this. If there's ever an opportunity for me and Lovely T to be in the same space, I will take that conversation in a very respectful way. Now, yes, I have my issues with her, but I don't hate her. I don't want to see nothing happen to her children. I don't want to see nothing happen to her. That is, at the end of the day, take away our platforms. We're still African-American Black women, okay, who are out here fighting and working for the same thing. I don't wish her no ill will. Now, there's been some shit that's been done, and I've responded to it, and a lot of people may not have liked my approach, okay? Because my thing is, you know, coming for where I'm still human. I'm still vulnerable. Just like you talked about getting on your platform, VS, and you may cry. One day I've gotten on my platform and I cried, try to cry, whatever. And then the next day I'm back to doing me, being me. But that's a part of me too. It's showing my vulnerability, showing my weaknesses. And I'm not pretending to be perfect. And I don't like where this thing is going. Like I said, we can all agree to disagree. We can roast and gag. But when it goes beyond that, that's when we need to just take a step back and just be like, what am I doing?
Yes.
What can I do to do better? And like I said, and I was even telling my managers last night, I said, if there's ever an opportunity, especially with this Black YouTube Expo, that I'm going to work my ass off to put together, okay? And that woman wants a public apology from me, and the same, I will definitely sit down and have that conversation. And I will tell her that I'm sorry because she's human and she's a woman and we're both mothers first.
Oh my
because
gosh,
it shouldn't have happened that way.
Hear that. I really needed to hear you say that, Tasha K, and I'm going to tell you why. Because last night, I was like, do Tasha K understand? She's been arguing with people. She's had issues, and I don't see them making up. I don't see them doing things. So how can you tell us what to do? But just to hear you say that, oh my, I really need to hear that.
That live, like when I saw how far it had gone, I was like, wait a minute, I had to check myself. And so that's what I'm saying. When I get up and I'm like, well, how can I be a vessel in this? And so in order to be a vessel, you have to look at me first. And when I look at me first, I'm looking at me first, okay? Whoever I owe an apology first to, regardless of what I've done, an apology is an apology. I'm sorry. Even if you never want to with me again. I know that I can go to sleep at night knowing that I did my best to fix it. And like I said, no woman, not Lovely T, not you, not Seven, okay, not Oracle, not Mona, nobody deserves to be treated less than human. We can all, of course, we're all humans. We all are going to have disagreements and things that we don't like about each other, but it's still, at the end of the day, we can still respect, agree to disagree, and go on about our business. And like I said, I will be the first, whether she wants to participate or not, but I know that I did the right thing. And that's not for people to look at her to say, oh, well, she's not, I guess extending an apology. Well, it has nothing to do with her. It has everything to do with me and where I want to go and where I want my life to be and what I want to show my children.
Right. It's this is a beautiful conversation in this frozen house. I don't know if we actually got flagged or something. That's something I want to talk to you about too, because people flag the lives and stuff like that, but they still can hear. So this is a powerful conversation for all of our.
I'm gonna hang up. Thank you, Tasha, and I look forward to hearing from you. I'm gonna hang up, guys. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you, VS.
This is a
powerful, all right, we'll talk.
And I'm definitely gonna hit you up because with the interview for me to clear my name, I'm definitely gonna do that. I'm gonna reach out to my mom today, and I'm actually gonna email you the paperwork that actually have happened. With the we'll get more details about that too. So I'm definitely gonna send you everything.
Okay, not a problem. Like I said, send it over to me. I won't be back in the States until next week. So when I get it, I'll definitely set it up. I'll get everybody that I need to get on the phone. We'll get everybody's statements and stuff. And I don't think that you, first as a human being, as a black man, as a black gay man, that's already fighting for something. You're fighting for two things, your blackness and your gayness. And then you got a mental illness. Like, come the fuck on. Like, no. So I will do what I have to do to clear your name so that no one is calling into your lives, telling you this stuff. And then all of a sudden we have another black gay man with a mental illness somewhere suicidal. That should not happen.
Thank you, because that I'm like, oh my gosh, and they was like, reach out to Tasha K, and I'm so glad that you did that because it's really a wear and tear on my body. Like I haven't ate in like days because it's stressful when people put that kind of lie out.
Okay, and I totally agree with that. And like I said, your situation is different. And like I said, I will use my resources to tell your story because I think your story is a powerful one, and it needs to be told in its entirety and be brought together so that people can actually put themselves in your shoes. Because there's more out there like you. There are so many males, whether they're black, white, whatever, Hispanic, that have been in your shoes, that are in your shoes, that need to hear your story. And just being able to see you get up on a platform to expose and be transparent and share your vulnerabilities, that's powerful. That's powerful, Wiley.
Yes. And need be. Thank you.
Okay, and I apologize that this has even come to this. And like I said, I should have been a beacon of an example, but I had my own shit going on.
Yes.
But a bitch is woke now. I've always been woke. Everyone falls off the train, but you got people, and especially like the people that I have around me, like my husband, my managers, my sisters. When I say these people, I can be in the lowest of the fucking mood. And when I say they'll be putting on affirmation tapes, they'll be taking me to motivational conferences. My husband would sit there across the table and be just preaching to me like Martin Luther King, about my blackness and my African Americanness and my womanness and my motherhood. And I'm talking about, to hear that, it's coming from a black man that loves me first as a human, a friend second and a wife third. You know what I'm saying? And then having a therapist that I'm very close to, being a black PhD educated black man in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? reinstill those values into me that I didn't get from having a stable household. Because a lot of us as kids, we aren't taught how to be functional human beings. And so, just having that support system is honestly what keeps me going, because I may go into like a deep like depression or thought and be like, damn, what the fuck? Like, I'm doing all this shit. People are saying this and saying that. Like, but I know me. I know the real me. And I know the reason why I started doing this in the first place. And that's what I'll always rely on. And so surrounding yourself with positive, powerful people, just kind of remind you of who you are, like that's important too. And so, whatever you can to surround yourself with people who have your best interest at heart, and at the end of the day are going to have your back. That's what's most important. And Candace, honestly, is one of those.
Yes, always. She always give good advice.
Besides all my other friends, but if I had to pick a YouTuber, it's Candace and it's Jessica.
Yeah, Candace,
who I say know the business. They know the motherfucking business when it comes to me. So if Candace got on her platform and said some shit about me, my husband, I know that bitch ain't lying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because she knows. She fucking knows. So does Jessica.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up.
So, but no, thank you. I'm sorry to overtalk. I apologize to anybody in the audience if I've overtalked. My bad. Wiley, this is your platform, but please give me everything and we will set that interview up ASAP.
All right. Thank you. Will do. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
All
Thank
right,
you.
bye.
Bye-bye. All right. The number let's first give Tasha K a round of applause because Tasha K came on the show. We are frozen, so definitely I don't know what happened. I'm gonna give a round of applause to Tasha K. Then I'm gonna take this last caller. I'm gonna do a round of applause. That was beautiful. All right, last caller, 2098. You on the air?
Hey, this is CC Wiley. Good afternoon. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good.
All right. You all right after this morning?
I am wonderful. I think the conversation that Tasha K had with me is wonderful. I think it would be awesome for me to go on her show to clear my name and to have an awesome conversation. So I feel so much better. Tomorrow I got to go and refill the medicine and get that refilled. But this has been it has been a stressful week. It have been a stressful week. It have been a really stressful week for me personally. And it's a lot that I've been dealing with, a lot of pain, when people get on their line and you have to do this publicly. And I think when you're doing stuff publicly, you have to take it publicly. But then when you go privately, I'm like, well, damn, this shit is affecting me in my private life, And I was like, and I came and I said some things that that I regret. And there's some things that I said in this live that I regret, saying, oh, I'm gonna do this and everything. You gotta move in silence. So I just thank everybody that have contributed to the platform. And I really thank Tasha. Also, I thank VS Day One. I love her for the awesome conversation and awesome advice.
Wiley, and it is just awesome. You're an awesome gentleman, and I would say myself, thank you, for really, you really ride or die. You get on lives and you say, that's VS, and you go right to it, and you really been the man, for real. Serious business, the man. And let me say this, you've talked and shared about a lot of your challenges that you've had in life, but let me tell you something, you the man, okay? Okay, and I can't wait when you and VS are mentored and godmothered by this sister lady Tasha K, and the things that you all are getting ready to, the higher height of the heights that you're getting ready to go to. I want you to always remember this thing called the law of attrition, and not the law of attraction, but the law of attrition. Mm-hmm. And Lady Tasha K spoke about it, and that is this: it's basically a cycle of life. That's all it means. And this is what happens.
And I want to say a shout out really quickly. I want to give a special shout out to your boy Nunu, a YouTube content creator. I love your boy Nunu. Been on YouTube for years. I mean, I've been watching him since I was in high school. So shout out to your boy Nunu. Been on YouTube. I've been for like 10 years, I believe. So shout out to your boy Nunu. I want to definitely give him a shout out for definitely comment on it. I don't know why the screen is frozen, but it is. But go ahead, TC. You got 2 more minutes. I'm gonna bring one more call in and I'm done with the show.
Oh, okay. I just want to say that with the law of attrition, all businesses, corporations, governments, companies utilize this formula to be able to find out, or to get research and investigate who are going to be the new people that are going to take over from the next generation, okay? So they already know that in 2020, there's going to be a boatload of folks that are getting ready to retire. And who's going to be the next people that are going to take over? And on and on and on, okay? And in the law of attrition, you have people that die, that just fall out for whatever reasons, that become unemployed because they just weren't qualified and go on to something else. And you have different reasons why people move on. Therefore, that leaves room and space for what? Other people to move into positions. And so what happens is that when you stay in position and you play your position, you will be in position by osmosis for the next position.
I heard that.
It happens all the time. And in politics, and I'll never forget 25 years ago when those of us that were, not even 30 years old, we were talking about we need to be ready to take over. When those people who are going to retire are how do we get ourselves prepared? We all came together, us 25-year-olds.
Yes.
We came together 25 years ago and said we were going to be the ones. And now each one of us has plopped into the position.
Yes,
okay?
yes.
And except for one person. And that's what Lady Tasha K just said.
All right.
Lady Tasha K just said one person did not, because he decided to be belligerent, ignorant, and disrespectful.
Thank you, TC. I'm going to take this last call and we're done. Thank you. All right, the last one, 8714. 8714, you're live on the air.
Hey, Wiley, this is Rico calling. I just want to send all my support. Even though I don't like Tasha K that much, I totally agree with her with, calling everything over and, just putting an end to it, because actually we all grown. I respect everybody. Like I said, I like all Black YouTube, all Black content. We all need to support each other instead of going against each other at the end of the day. So I respect, what she said and what everybody was saying yesterday on the live. And I just want to send my apology if I was disrespectful and, taking Sean's side and stuff like that. But, I just wanted to send a shout out, and I'm praying for you and keep doing your thing. And just make amends with everybody, because I like everybody. I like everybody's platform. Just like Tasha said, everybody got their own platform to say and do what they want, roast and gag, but it's going a little bit too far. And I don't want to see no one get hurt, over just something petty. Yes. So that's all I wanted to say.
All right, thank you. God bless you. Thank you, Rico. All right, you guys, thank y'all so very much for tuning in to another episode of The Wiley Show. Make sure y'all go and subscribe. Thank you so very much. Continue to send your emails and support. If you want to send me an email, my email address is wileyshow@gmail.com. So I just thank everybody for coming on. We're going to do a live tonight, so definitely tune in for that. We're going to